Sound of a tavern door creaking open, distant chatter and a lute playing. The heavy wooden door of the tavern swung open, and the three of us stepped inside. The warm, ale-scented air, a welcome change from the road. Lynn, with his spiky white hair peeking out from under his hood, led the way. I followed close behind, my dragon-scale cloak rustling with each step. And little Amira, ever curious, trotted right beside me, clutching her worn spellbook. We found a table near the front, the wood sticky from years of spilled drinks. A moment later, the tavern keeper, a sturdy woman with a warm smile, wiped her hands on her apron and approached. "What can I get for you three?" I leaned back, feeling the exhaustion of the road settle in. "2 cups of your best," I said, my voice a low rumble. Lynn, ever the responsible one when it came to Amira, quickly added, "And an apple juice for the little one." He then turned to me, his silver eyes impatient. "All right, what's next? Let me see that thing." Hold on, I chuckled, but he was already reaching across the table, snatching the rolled-up parchment from my belt. He unrolled it with a snap. It wasn't just any map. It was a living record of our journey. "Okay, so this kingdom is marked in red," he mumbled, tracing a finger over the parchment. "And the Black Rock King is checked off. That's the one we just left, right?" "Yeah," I confirmed, taking a sip of the strong drink the tavern keeper set before me. "It marks everywhere we've been. A trail of our victories." Lynn's finger stopped on a new, uncharted spot on the map. "Okay, let's go here." I leaned in to get a better look. Whoa, I said, my eyes widening. "You see that? We'd have to take 3 different carriage rides to even get close to that kingdom. Do you have any idea how much those rides are going to cost?" Lynn just grinned, a glint of pure excitement in his eyes. "Man, it's gonna be worth it. Look what it says." He tapped the map emphatically. "The Kingdom of Gold." "Of gold?" I snatched the map back, my own interest suddenly piqued. "Let me see that." The words shimmered on the page. My mind instantly raced. Gold, riches. Imagine the side quests they'd have there. The loot, the gear. My initial hesitation vanished completely. Okay, let's do it." A loud, dramatic sigh came from across the table. Lynn's face was a mask of pure boredom. "Side quests, ugh, no main boss." "Side quests get us gear for the main boss," I argued, taking a hearty swig of my ale. "It's called preparation, my friend. Strategy. We already have what it takes to take on any boss," he retorted, raising his own cup in a defiant toast. As we started to bicker, a small voice cut through our rising volume. "Maybe you guys are drinking too much," Amira said, taking a delicate sip of her apple juice. She looked between us, her expression unimpressed. "I want to go play with Avadon," she whispered, already thinking about her little dragon familiar waiting outside. But Lynn and I were too far gone. Fueled by ale and the promise of adventure, our argument escalated. We were on our feet, staggering, our words slurring. "Let's go," I declared, pointing a wobbly finger towards the door. "Come on then," Lynn slurred back. He tried to swing a playful punch at me, a classic tavern brawl starter, but his coordination was shot. He swung wildly, missed by a mile, and went tumbling to the floor with a loud thud. Seeing my chance, I raised my elbow theatrically and dropped down beside him, pretending to land a finishing blow right on the dusty floorboards. Amira just shook her head, a little smile playing on her lips. "Yeah, I'm leaving," she announced to no one in particular. She slid off her chair and, with a final glance at the 2 idiots wrestling on the floor, walked out of the tavern. "I'm gonna go play with Avadon." And just like that, she left us there. 2 legendary heroes lost in a drunken stupor, hours away from our next grand adventure.